If YBI were a reality TV show, it would be
canceled. If I had to describe YBI in 3 words, I would cheat a little bit. One of my words would be diversity, and it would have 2 different meanings. We certainly believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion, and really continue to create programs and resources to support that. But we also have a very diverse set of programming. Entrepreneurship, obviously, is the second word that I would use. It's what I think we all think of when we think of YBI. And last, I would choose advanced manufacturing, which I know is technically 2 words, but it's one concept. It is what we are growing fastest and where I think we have the deepest bench.
If I had to choose 3 words to describe YBI, the first one would be balance, because we have a remarkable way of getting a lot of work done, of being very productive, but also being able to have fun. The second word would be forward thinking. Our community, our region has had a very rich history, but there are some things that we're just not able to go back to. And YBI is, I would venture to say, one of the most forward thinking, if not the most forward thinking organizations in this area. The third would have to be grit.
Oh, I'm jealous. I love that word. I wish I'd thought about it.
And I think it's just because of our history in this region. Grit doesn't go away, but grit will also take us into the next however many decades, and we're going to be part of it. Yeah. We are part of it.
And I think that shows our pride in our heritage of where we've been and who we are. We are a hard-working people, and grit reflects the whole Mahoning Valley, not just YBI. That's part of our shared heritage,
Certainly.
I think. YBI was formed around 1995 when downtown had really hit probably its lowest point. There were opportunities to secure federal funding to both develop the building as well as state funding to run the entrepreneurship program. And there was just a feeling that something had to happen in order to really start to revive downtown. And community leaders came together, developed the resources to create the facility. So from our earliest days, we were actually a general purpose incubator. People don't realize that. It was only in 2001 when Governor Voinovich created the Edison program that we were forced to, but also enabled to align with one of the state's technology focus areas. And we chose software for a lot of different reasons, but it really was revolutionary for us. It changed the entire trajectory of the downtown, and we became known as a technology hub spot in the Midwest. It was definitely a moment in time for us. I think one of the most important aspects of YBI's role in the community is something that Jim Kostler said very consistently. With our success in software, we helped the Mahoning Valley dispel its disbelief in itself. Up until that point, there was really a strong feeling that nothing good could ever happen here again, that our best days were behind us, and that old saying, last one out, turn out the lights. YBI was really the first successful initiative, not the first initiative, but the first successful initiative to start to turn the tide and create something beyond after the steel mills. So going back to my choice of the word diverse, we are so much more than an incubator. It is, I guess, fair to say that the term Youngstown Business Incubator doesn't even really describe us anymore. We still do have our incubation program for technology startups, focusing now on advanced manufacturing startups, but we still will work with healthcare software companies that are in our area. We are the Minority Business Assistance Center for the Eastern Corridor of Ohio, so through that we can work with any small business, any business that does not have a technology focus can receive the services through that programming, and it was a great addition to our overall cohort of programming. What we are gaining notoriety for is this really unique asset that we have with a cadre of engineers who run our advanced manufacturing initiative. And that's the program that really aligned closest with America Makes as we were developing the Ohio Innovation Hub for aerospace and defense. Entrepreneurship is absolutely a component of that, but for this programming, working with our existing manufacturing base to upskill them, to help them adopt new technologies, to get them into aerospace and defense industries if they're not currently serving those areas, are all part of the work that we'll be doing with America Makes. And last but not least, we have a great youth program, Explore VR, that uses virtual reality to help kids look at STEM careers, get enriched curriculum through their school activities, and just really learn in a different way.
It is a very successful program that impacts over 1,000 youth in our area.
It is a wonderful program, and with a staff of 1.5 full-time equivalents, they're just doing fantastic work.
But one of the things they're doing is we're taking local businesses, local manufacturers, and instead of talking about or going on a virtual tour of Nike or Adidas or whatever,
or
Google, we're able to focus on local entrepreneurs and local businesses, because we don't want students in this area to think, oh, in order to be successful, I have to go and work somewhere else.
As of July 1st, YBI became recognized as the lead on a Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing for our Technology Entrepreneurship Program, the program that we're known for. This is really a sea change for us. Historically, we've been known for software, and this is the next step in that journey. One of the reasons that designation happened goes directly to the fact that we have this fantastic team of engineers who are on staff who work with both large industry partners, so organizations like Goodyear Tire and Rubber, Valeric, Caterpillar, government entities, the Army, the Air Force, but also local small to medium manufacturers to support the adoption and development of new technologies. So they do everything from helping to write research grants to develop new technologies through the Small Business Innovation Research Program, to supply chain development, helping companies understand how and when to use technology. If they want to 3D print something, they need to understand how to design it in a way that you're taking full advantage of the capabilities that 3D printing offers, and when not to use it, because that's a critical part to understand to successfully implementing the use of technology. We are thrilled to be a part of the fourth and final Ohio Innovation Hub. Ours is specifically designed for aerospace and defense using advanced technologies. America Makes is the lead on that. We've got great local partners in YSU, Lake River, the Chamber, the City of Youngstown. There is already a really strong base of aerospace and defense companies here. I think the last time we did an analysis about a year ago, there were 70 companies already in aerospace, and literally hundreds of companies that touch the defense industrial base in some way, shape, or form. So we will be working with early stage companies to help develop new technologies and get them to market. But equally important, we will be working with the existing manufacturing base to either get them into the defense and aerospace supply chains in whatever places that they fit, or if they're already in those spaces, to get more contracts, to make themselves more competitive using advanced technologies, just understanding how to grow their book of business. This is not a pipe dream. We are truly in a great position to build upon not only Youngstown and Northeast Ohio's capabilities in this, but to really create strategic partners across the state of Ohio in order to build Ohio's footprint in aerospace and defense. So it's going to be transformational for the Valley.
Shark Tank is our major event, our major fundraising event at YBI. Make no mistake about it, YBI is a nonprofit organization. It's easy for us to think of, because we talk about businesses, we assist businesses, it's easy for the community to think of us as a business. We are not. We are a nonprofit organization. We receive funding from a number of different sources, and one of the most important sources is community members, is sponsors. It's people, businesses and individuals and families who believe in what we do here. And Shark Tank is one way for us to not only get all those people involved, but get our entrepreneurs involved as well. So it's truly a mission-driven event. It's not like and much love to all of my fellow nonprofit fundraisers, but we focus on what our mission is, to assist small business owners in what they do in developing their technology and products and services, and taking that, showcasing only a few of them each year. Unfortunately, it would be great to have everybody up there, but we would be there for a couple days. So an evening normally consists of 4 to 5. This year I think we're going to stick with 4 entrepreneurs who are going to be pitching their businesses to the Sharks. This year we have wonderful School of Sharks, Amy Abrazari, Rob Kamara, Wayne Mackey, Don Thomas, and R.T. Vernal, and they've in one way or another been engaged with YBI or friends of somebody who engaged with YBI. So it's really exciting to get that sort of community feel that we don't always feel all the time. It's easy for us to look past that, but when you get 700 people plus in a room at Mr. Anthony's on October 23rd this year, it's a great feeling.
I think our vision for the future is really based on a strong foundation of what we're doing now. We want to build upon the existing programs that we have, do more, do better, certainly have an eye on what the future will hold for the Aerospace and Defense Innovation Hub. But more specifically, one of the things that we want to be more intentional about is doing outreach to the other counties in our community. We are now, as the lead for the Center of Excellence for Advanced Manufacturing, also responsible for being an ambassador for the Technology Entrepreneurship Program throughout the region. So from Ashtabula down all the way to Carroll County, actually. We want these counties to understand that we're here, that we're a resource, not just for technology entrepreneurship, but our minority business program, our advanced manufacturing program. We are based in Youngstown. It is certainly a part of our heritage and our identity, but we are a resource for the entire region. And I think moving forward, you'll see more of that.